What is up, YouTube? It is Tuesday night, and I'm going to be honest tonight. I am not prepared for this live stream, but we're going to do this and we're going to make this happen. I do have a storm that is about to roll in here. It's monsoon season here in Arizona, and I'm getting all sorts of alerts on my phone. So if for some reason the internet shoots out, I will pull this live stream back in through my phone. So if that happens, you guys know, give it a sec and then you'll be able to come back on, okay? Hey guys, hey BK for Truth, what's up? Vicky, CB Dave, Margot, hey Margot. The reason I am unprepared for this live stream, you guys, it has to do with my dog. I don't know if any of you guys saw the videos that I posted in the last day or two. My 11-year-old dachshund Dutch on Sunday night was just laying down on the floor by my side of the bed. She was just all stretched out, comfortable. And then when she went to get up, she couldn't get up. So we took her to emergency, even though I already knew what was going on. This is my third dachshund that has gone down in the rear end and been paralyzed. The first dachshund I had, we paid for the surgery, which is really, really, really expensive. The second one we had to euthanize because she just was too messed up. And then with Dutch, it was a big dilemma because we had to make sure that she could pee on her own. Because if a dog can't pee on their own, that means I have to always help the dog go potty. And we really thought that we were going to have to euthanize her last night, but finally at the vet, she peed. So she is in a doggy wheelchair now, and she's got a 50-50 chance of being able to walk again. So I've been kind of consumed with that, and I did not have the time to do the research that I wanted to do for this live stream that I had set. So I'm going to do like an IOU with you guys. All right. I promise you we'll have a live stream on MS-13 and all of the cartels and how it's affecting the border, and how it's changed since, like, for instance, the wall was built in New Mexico near Sunland Park. Changes like that, how that's affecting the cartels and all that. So I have an IOU out there for you guys. I apologize, but we're still going to do a live stream tonight. We are going to talk about a little bit of cartel, okay? Just a little bit, but not a whole lot. I got to give you guys a little something, right? But the main thing, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, yeah, you guys saw the title of this live stream. 2 professors from California decided to install SeeSaws, or some people call them teeter-totters, actually in the border wall, okay? So half of the SeeSaws on one side, the US side, the other half is on the Mexican side. They did this at the wall in Sunland Park. Not the new wall, though, okay? The private wall that was just built, it wasn't installed there. It's like over on the other side of the mountain, where they did this. And they're bright pink, you guys. Here, I'll show you on my phone here. There's like, you can kind of see the video here. I mean, I can play this video for you guys if you want. It's not really interesting, but as you can see, they're teeter-tottering between the US side and the Mexican side. Yeah, can you believe that? Like, at first I was like, what? Okay, like, to me, this is like making a mockery of the wall, okay? In a sense, it's defacing the wall, in my opinion. But in a way, it's kind of cool too, you know? Like, I have mixed feelings about this. So I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about it. If you think it's a good thing, if you think it's a bad thing. Like, I thought, okay, well, this is inviting danger as well. Who's to say that somebody dangerous on the Mexican side, like Cartel, a coyote, somebody not good, decides to sit on that other side, and then while you're teeter-tottering, pull out a gun and shoot you, okay? Because this is right by Juarez, which is a dangerous city, Okay, so I have a lot of things going through my head and a lot of thoughts about this, both good and bad. So I really want to know what you guys think about this. So I'm going to read you the article. Okay, this was posted today, and this is from NBC News. Okay. Two California professors created SeeSaws at the United States-Mexico border wall to allow children in both countries to play with each other. Ronald Rael, R-A-E-L, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, an agriculture professor at the University of California, Berkeley, and Virginia Sanfratello, an assistant professor at San Jose State University in California, came up with the idea for a teeter-totter wall in 2009. Their idea finally came to life at an event Monday in Sunland Park, New Mexico. This probably had to do with the symposium. Okay, that's probably the event that they're referring to. When 3 bright pink SeeSaws, or teeter-totters, were added to the giant steel border wall. The contraptions, typically found at a children's playground, stretch into Juarez, Mexico. Yeah. One of the most incredible experiences of my, and I guess she's referring to somebody, the other professor's career, bringing to life the conceptual drawings of the teeter-totter wall from 2009 in an event filled with joy, excitement, and togetherness at the border wall. And this is what one of the professors wrote on Instagram. The wall became a literal, why do they have to use these big words? Like, I'm serious. Fulcrum? Okay, what the hell does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? Can somebody educate me? Fulcrum. I mean, I suppose I could Google that, but that's really too big of a word for me. The wall became a literal fulcrum for U.S.-Mexico relations, and children and adults were connected in meaningful ways on both sides, with the recognition that the actions that take place on one side have a direct consequence on the other side, he wrote. Okay, I understand that. Balancing, leveling, okay, equality, I can see that. In one video posted on Rail's Instagram page, several children are seen happily bouncing up and down on the SeeSaws. Another video shows people waving to children in Juarez. President Donald Trump, who has spent years pushing for the construction of a border wall, was cleared Friday by the Supreme Court to tap into the Defense Department's $2.5 billion counter-drug money. Yay. To build more than 100 miles of wall. Yay. Right? We knew about this already, though. Trump hailed the victory in a tweet, writing, "Wow, big victory on the wall." And then it just goes on just a little bit more, talking about Trump and the wall. So what I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you think, if you think this is mocking the wall, type in 1 right now. If you think this is defacing the wall, type in 2. And if you think this is all right, it's pretty cool, type in 3 in the chat right now. All right, I'd like to know what you guys all think. So 1 is, oh, there we go, boo. So beyond 1 and 2, okay. 1 and 2. So press 1 if you think it's mocking the wall, 2 if you think it's defacing the wall, and 3 if you think it's pretty cool. Okay, so all of you think that it's mocking and defacing the wall. You know what? I have to agree with you. And what do you guys think as far as, the danger factor? Do you think that this could potentially be a dangerous thing? And if you think about it, let's look at this, you guys. Who's to say that they can't use these teeter-totters to pit, okay, they're creative as AF, all right? They're creative, all right? They're pushing drugs in coconut shells and hiding drugs inside rocks, okay? Let's just say they can somehow use these teeter-totters to pitch something over the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, did anybody stop to think about that? Can these help somebody get over the wall because they're raised higher? You know what I'm saying? Because someone could climb on this right at the centerpiece and use it like a step up, basically, to get over the wall. And do we want to make something like this a destination for our kids? Okay. Oh, let's go to the border wall and seesaw with some Mexican kids. How about that? I don't know if I'd be doing that with my kids. How about you? So I have mixed feelings about this, like, because I mean, what I always say to people, okay, is the very first thought in your head is your instinct and your gut feeling. So my first feeling when I saw this was, nope, not good, mockery, defacing the wall. Okay, how can they legally do this? I want to know. And will this be taken down? Will the government take this down as a problem for Border Patrol? Because let's think about Border Patrol right now, okay? There's going to be people down here all the time on both sides screwing around with this, and now this is going to be a distraction for Border Patrol. Boo says drug catapult. Thank you. Right? So I think this is going to cause a problem for Border Patrol. And another question I had, why didn't they do this in California? Why are two California professors coming all the way over to New Mexico to do this in New Mexico? Why are they not doing this down in Tijuana, down at the beach? I mean, because that would kind of make more sense down at the beach if you think about it. Right down by Tijuana, where the wall literally goes off into the ocean. And on the Mexican side of the wall, they paint, they do artwork. It's all painted. You guys have probably seen it in videos that I posted on my page. That would make more sense to have something like that at the beach. And so they not only didn't do it in California, but they skipped Arizona and then put it in New Mexico. That doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to do something like this, you do it in your own state. Don't come endanger another state just to accomplish your 2009 dream. You know, I would really, really love to pick the brain of a Border Patrol agent in this area and get their thoughts and what they think about this. I probably could. I could probably connect to somebody. I probably could. But the person that I am going to message after this live stream in regards to this is the owner of the brick company down there. Okay. I've had him on my show before. Back when I lived in Illinois, I interviewed him about what it's like living on the border and having the migrants cross through your land. I'm going to text him and ask him what his thoughts are about this. And then I want to see if he'll get me a video of it, because he still owes me a video of that gate being locked open. So if you're watching this, Jeff, now I need 2 videos from you. So let's see. Let's see if you guys have anything to say about this. What a real waste of money and time. Besides, school starts back up here in another week or 2. Yes, Melinda, it's true. School starts soon. I think this could have been done differently and in a different place. Like it seriously makes more sense to put this in Tijuana at the beach. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. So that was the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. There are 62 people in here, guys, and 32 people that have hit that like button. That means 30 of you are sitting here creeping. So make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, you guys. And then if you want to make a comment in chat that I see, you have to do it one of 2 ways. You can either do what? Apparently I'm buffering. Am I still buffering? Okay, apparently I'm buffering. I'm good now? I'm okay? Yeah. All right. Apparently I was buffering. But if you want to say something to me and have it like jump out at me in chat, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can do the Atomic News and then put what you want to ask me or comment about. Or you can hit that super chat button if you're feeling generous. It highlights it to me and I can't miss it. So, but don't feel obligated to super chat. You guys know I love you anyway, and you're always welcome here regardless. Barb says, and Juarez, are they hoping the cartel comes out to play? Right. Thank you. That's exactly what those were some of my very first thoughts when I read this article this morning. And it was Mr. Atomic that actually sent it to me. And I was like, what? Is this a joke? And I looked, I'm like, okay, no, this is NBC. This is a big source. Dated today. It's real. I'm embarrassed, but I don't see a like button. You have to look for, there's going to be a button, a thumbs up button or a thumbs down button. Don't hit the thumbs down button. Hit the thumbs up button. When you're looking at the screen and watching the video, it's going to be right below you, like on the left side. So look for that. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was a little tidbit about the cartel in Arizona. So I'm going to dangle something in front of you here, give you a little bit of it. This happened in Arizona, okay? 3 Mexican cartel members busted in Mesa for dealing drugs. So we've got the Mexican cartel all the way up here in Mesa dealing drugs. Not Tucson, down south, close to the border. They've made it all the way up here into Mesa. Mesa is on the east side of the Phoenix metro area, for those of you that don't live in Arizona. So I'm going to show you their mug shots just because. Okay, so here's one dude. All right. Here's dude number 2. All right. And then here is dude number 3. All right. So those are the 3 dudes. Multiple law enforcement agencies came together to bust a few Mexican cartel members in Mesa for dealing drugs and money laundering, investigators said. Okay, let's see if I can say these names. Alfredo Rios Jr., Ivan Garduno, and Carlos Perez Gutierrez. Oh, I think I did all right. Were arrested on July 16th. Law enforcement says after they were affiliated with the Sinaloa cartel. Hopefully I said that right too. I need to really step up my Spanish now that I'm here. Let's just be real. I sound very much like a gringa. Okay. According to court documents, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration and Scottsdale Police Department started tapping the phones of the 3 in March of 2019. So they've been working on this for a while. They say the 3 would get stashes of illegal drugs such as heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl and sell them to customers. In June, a vehicle was found to have a spare tire with nearly 10 pounds of cocaine, 5.5 pounds of heroin, and at about a pound of illegal blue pills, which were probably fentanyl, according to court documents. I think that's funny how they describe that. A pound of illegal blue pills. How do you know that those were not Viagra? But they said they were probably fentanyl. Investigators searched 3 different places on July 16th where Rios Jr., Garduno, and Gutierrez were living at. When law enforcement tried to arrest Rios near Mesa Drive and the US 60, they said he threw a door casing with nails at them. Wow. No investigators were hurt. They found nearly $15,000 in cash in a hooded sweatshirt and 2 handguns in his closet, according to court paperwork. Rios is a convicted felon, and police said he lived at home with his wife and kids. Oh, I bet his wife and kids are proud. At Gutierrez's home near University Drive, he had illegal drugs wrapped up in his vehicle, investigators said. They said he admitted to cocaine sales, but denied being part of a more prominent drug trafficking organization. If you're going to admit to If you're going to admit to selling drugs, but then deny everything else, oh, come on. Like they're that stupid, all right? Do you really think the cops are that stupid? Yeah, only part of this is mine. The rest I don't know anything about. Come on now. Come on. During the raid of Garduno's apartment near Extension Road, investigators said they found a little cocaine, ledgers documenting drug sales, 2 jugs of white powder believed to be lidocaine to cut cocaine with, and cash. Lidocaine? They're cutting lidocaine into cocaine? You guys know what lidocaine is, right? I didn't know that you could snort that. I guess that's how naive I am. I've never done that. I've never snorted anything up my nose except for nose spray, which I have a phobia of. I always told my mom, you never have to worry about me snorting anything up my nose because I can't even handle snorting nose spray. Like I have a panic attack. Okay, things come out your nose. They should not go up your nose, right? Tell me I'm wrong. All 3 are facing charges related to selling drugs and money laundering. Gutierrez and Garduno face additional drug possession charges, while Rios is also being charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault. So you guys, they don't just stay near the border cities, okay? They do expand out. And this is happening all the time in Arizona. Just a few weeks ago, like when we first moved here, it was fentanyl, okay? Over at Arizona Mills Mall, I mean, they were trying to sell like a ton of fentanyl, all right? Fentanyl's a big thing. It's a big thing here. And this is just a drop in the bucket. But I know that this live stream was supposed to be about the cartel and MS-13, but because of my dog and I have all the emergency stuff, I did not get to prepare. So I wanted to give you guys at least a tidbit of something. Hey, Snafu Snaps is in the house. Good to see you. And I know TKO, you're here. I saw you earlier. So yay, thank you, TKO, for being in here. Hopefully you're getting the hang of moderating. But, well, the other article that I wanted to talk to you about, specifically in relation to Arizona, you guys, is in regards to Somalian refugees. Oops, no, that's not the article I wanted. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, that is the article I wanted, but I tapped on the wrong one. So give me just a sec. Mr. Atomic sent me this, and then one of the Guardian Patriots also sent me this, and I was like, this is what goes down in Arizona. Hey, Captain Vicky, how's it going? She says, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. You're awesome. I miss you. We need to go on that plane ride along the border, you know. Call me. Captain Vicky is actually a pilot, so that's what the captain means. So this is an article that was published by townhall.com today. And it's titled Somali Refugees Living in Tucson Started Hitting the Gym to Get Stronger for Beheadings. Okay. They were hitting the gym so they could get stronger, so they could behead people here in Arizona. Yeah. Yesterday, the Department of Justice announced the indictment of 2 Somalian refugees after they attempted to join ISIS in the Sinai, S-I-N-A-I Peninsula. Where's that? I'm geographically challenged. I'm gonna have to Google that. According to the indictment, the 2 men, Ahmed Mahad Mohammed and Abdi Yamani Hussein, if that doesn't scream guilty, I don't know what does, started hitting the gym in order to get stronger so they could easily perform beheadings. On or about June 26th of 2019, Mohammed told the told an undercover FBI agent that he and Abu Jihad started going to the gym. I guess that's a nickname for one of them. So they could get stronger and behead those kuffar. Okay, I guess that might be slang. Okay. Mohammed indicated that he wanted to make, oh God, these names are so hard. Hijra? And asked for help from the undercover FBI agent. Mohammed stated that he was, okay, you know what? They need to put this in English. Let's be real. They need to put this in English if they want people to understand what they're trying to communicate, because we are not Muslims. So if they want to inform us and us to understand what they're saying, they need to put it in, or translate it into English. But so basically, they wanted to get stronger so they could behead people. Okay, we'll just make it easy for us. One of them said, "I am thirsty for their blood." And he also indicated that he wanted to travel to Syria, Egypt, and or Iraq. Kuffar is another word. Oh, here we go. Kuffar is another word for infidel. We're all infidels, okay? You, me, everybody in this chat room right now, we're all a bunch of infidels, according to them. Or also known as non-Muslims, okay? So anybody who is not Muslim is an infidel, is what they're saying. According to the information provided by the Department of Homeland Security, Mohammed is a 24-year-old lawful permanent resident of the United States who currently resides in Tucson, Arizona, and originally entered the United States as a refugee from Somalia. Remember those Somalian refugees? Wasn't that like Obama? I'm pretty sure it was Obama era, okay? Where the world had to take in these Somalian refugees, right? Because we had to do this. We had to be good people, and they were refugees. Here we go. Here we go. Did we not say this was a bad idea? Okay, all of us on the right, all the conservatives said this is a bad idea. And here's proof. Okay, he came in legally as a Somalian refugee. Over the past several months, Mohammed and Hussein have repeatedly demonstrated their allegiance to and support for ISIS and have discussed their desire and plans for joining ISIS overseas in the course of various electronic and audio recorded conversations with an undercover FBI agent. The two men purchased flight tickets scheduled to leave the United States with a destination for Cairo, Egypt on July 26th of 2019. They were arrested after going through the airport security. Because we don't know, we don't know anything, right? The people of America, we don't know squat. We called it. Having all these Somalian refugees was a bad idea. Okay, all these men, because a lot of them were men. You remember that? You could see them coming like into the European countries, all the European countries holding up signs as they were coming on the train. We welcome all the refugees. You're welcome here. And now look what's happening over there. And now look what's happening over here. Okay, we have people that want to commit jihad on infidels like you and me and behead them. And they're even going to the gym so that they can get stronger to more efficiently behead us. Yeah. And now we have an invasion of illegals or refugees or migrants or whatever fancy little name you want to give it. We have them coming from the South. And lo and behold, we have a bunch of men. Okay. You guys have seen the videos on my channel. Most of them are men. Now you're going to see some children mixed in there and you're going to see a few women sprinkled in there, but the majority of them are younger men. Why do you think they're coming here? Some of them might be really going for asylum, but the rest of them have ulterior motives. You couldn't spit that one out. Sorry. How long before one of these guys, these Somalians, come through our border and we have a terrorist attack? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest, right? That's how my channel is. I tell you the way it is. It's going to happen, okay? We said it was going to happen with the Somalians. Guess what? They were trying. They were working on it. It's going to happen with these two, okay? This is why border security is essential. And it's going to take, and I've said this, and Snafu Snaps knows, it's going to take a major event to happen before the country wakes up and says, oh, maybe we should secure our border. Maybe Donald Trump was right. And because that is the only way the Democrats would admit Donald Trump is right. And of course, they'll probably still try and twist it somehow and make him look like it's his fault or that he's still racist, whatever. But it's going to take a massive event of some sort to really get the entire country on board with border security. And that's unfortunate. Why do we as human beings, why do we as Americans have to be so stupid to allow something like that to happen before we wake up? Why can't we be proactive instead of reactive? Just saying it the way it is. Anybody want to talk about some of this? I've been talking for 30 minutes. Anybody want to call in? The phone is on. You guys moderators, you can spit out that number if you have it handy. It is area code 480-216-6140 if you want to, give me your thoughts about any of these three things, these three articles. Your thoughts about the SeeSaws in Sunland Park at the border wall, your thoughts on the 3 Mexican cartel members, your thoughts on the Somalian refugees in Tucson. So it's area code 480-216-6140. Or if you want to talk about something else border related, Trump related, we can do it. We can do it. So you guys know the rules though. No block numbers. I won't answer a call from a block number. 5 minutes max. If I cut you off after 5 minutes, you can't get upset. All right? Because after 5 minutes, the audience starts to disengage a little bit. So 5 minutes. And if you call in, make sure you turn your YouTube down in the background. Otherwise, there's an echo and it makes it difficult for me to hear, difficult for you to hear, and it messes up the phone call. So don't forget that. So while we're waiting to see if anybody calls in, I wanted to tell you guys, does anybody out there watch Axe Truth or Axe for Truth here on YouTube? Is there anybody? Mr. Atomic says, can I call in? Yes, you can. Hello, but then you can't moderate at the same time. Is there anybody, though, that watches Axe? Oh, okay. You want to just come on here? Why don't you just come in here and grab the chair and talk? He's a backseat driver. But anyway, if you watch Axe Truth or Axe for Truth, or however you've seen his channel name, his third channel has been shut down by YouTube. Okay, they're doing to him what they did to me a few months back. Okay, first he got demonetized permanently on one channel, then he opened another channel, and I think they shut him down and they reopened it. Now his third channel is shut down. Okay, so the censorship of anybody who's right-minded or is pro-Trump or says it the way it is, okay, doesn't sugarcoat things, and that's the kind of personality he has. Okay, he's really blunt. He seems like a good guy too. He had to open another channel, so I want to make sure that you guys all know about that. It's Axe Truth, all one word, AXETRUTH, Rebirth.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hi, this is Sandy from Colorado.
Hi, Sandy. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. We talked a while back. I'm the Tesla Towers lady.
Oh, okay. I remember that phone call. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not calling about Tesla tonight. There's just way too much going on for that.
Okay.
Maybe down the road, Laura, we can get into that.
Okay.
But here, I'm kind of hearing some things, and being up here in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
can I talk sort of freely?
Yeah, go for it. What's on your mind?
So here in Colorado, I do listen to the Common Sense show, and then there is another one, Truth Not Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I was checking into the Ask show. I was going to check into that. I just haven't done that yet, Laura.
Okay.
But anyway, they're talking about that up northern Colorado.
Uh-huh.
We already have cells up there, and we know in Aurora. Okay, we know that. That's been out there for years in the news, so that's nothing, that people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But up northern Colorado, it apparently is pretty dangerous up there. And with everything that's going on, I'm really a little scared that they're going to be given the go all throughout the United States.
Do you think like you mean like sleeper cells?
Sleeper cells and kill teams, yes.
You think that they're all going to give like a signal and they're all going to respond like at the same time?
I think there was talk that the real big high bad guy, his name starts with S-O. You know who I'm talking about. S-O-R. Yeah.
Okay.
That he does have a go word that if he passes it down, they're ready to go.
Okay.
I have also heard that to match off with them, that we have the good teams in place as well, which of course we would.
Right.
But with all the shootings that are started now, oh gosh, I'm sorry. With what's going on lately,
Mm-hmm.
I think things are going to pick up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really concerned about down at the border.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
I
get concerned, with where you're at, and several others are at, and it's like, wow, they're right there in the thick of it. But boy, I'll tell you, you got guts. You've got courage, lady.
Yeah, I try. It is scary down there, but you got to be tough. Otherwise, they know they've got you, right?
Yes, exactly. And I love the seahorses that they have now put in there. Oh my goodness sakes! What next?
Right. Exactly. So you think this person has a code word, is what you're saying, that is basically like the kill switch, the signal to signal all the sleeper cells to activate
and go. Mm-hmm.
You know what it almost sounds like? It almost sounds like, do you remember that show 24?
Yes.
Wasn't that the best show? Oh, that was so good.
Yes.
It made
perfect in that role.
Right? It almost sounds like it could fit into an episode of 24. But the reason it could is because it's very
Survivor or something like that.
Right. But it's very possible. It's very possible. And society is so caught up in their own world and their own day-to-day life and work and family and their phones and Facebook and whatnot, that they don't stop to think that we need protection from this, because it's happened so many times before, and guess what? It's going to happen so many times again. It's inevitable. It will happen, and it's unfortunate. But the only thing that we can do is to be proactive instead of reactive.
That's right.
And I think that's all that Donald Trump wants to do. Yeah.
what happened back in the early 1940s. One of my sisters said, she said, I hope something like that would never happen again. She's not awake at all.
Mm-hmm.
I can hardly say anything to my two sisters. They're just,
yeah.
asleep.
Yeah.
And one of them will not wake up. I know. She's way far left.
Yeah. So it's going to take something massive for her to wake up.
It is.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is she will blame someone else.
Yep.
She still will not wake up. I mean, that's how brainwashed she is.
Yeah.
Which is, and I know there's a lot of families out there that are going through the same thing.
And it's really difficult when it's somebody that you love and care about, a family member, a close friend, because you're like, you just want to strangle them and be like, hello, wake up, you know? So I understand that can be totally frustrating.
Yes, it is. And unfortunately, she's in an area where she is in the thick of something, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
She just doesn't realize it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for calling. I want to thank you for calling in tonight.
Well, thank you so much. It's been my pleasure, and I'm so happy to get a chance to talk to you again.
Yeah.
And what's the next topic?
Right. Well, the next thing this weekend, I'm going to be up in northern Arizona at a Republican annual picnic where I'm going to be speaking there, and so Mr. Atomic is going to be taking live streams while throughout the day about when I'm up speaking and whatnot. Hopefully, we'll get some interviews.
Awesome.
Hopefully, we'll get some interviews with some politicians too. We'll see.
Awesome. Is that Saturday?
Yes.
Oh, wait, never mind. Well, I'll find it.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You take care and stay safe out there.
And all. Thank you, Nora. That's awesome. Flatline. Flatline's comment was, "What is this?" And then he says, "I googled something about big booties, and this came up." I googled big booty black cuties for a friend, and this popped up. Mm-hmm. Well, I do have a big booty, but you don't get to see it. So that telephone number, you guys again. But as I was saying, as the phone call rang, YouTube is AXTruth, AXETRUTH. That's all, and then Rebirth. Okay, so if you watch him and you notice that his channel is shut down, go subscribe to his new channel. Okay, because he's being censored. So Janet says I'm buffering. TKO buffering. Okay, so it could happen, you guys. If I buffer, it'll come back. Unless it fully cuts out, then I'll hop over to the phone. Okay, so you just have to watch for that. But we do have a monsoon that could possibly come through.
Hi, Laura. This is Barbara. How you doing? Obama is like facing major treason because of some Iraqi people that have bought ports. He's allowed them to buy ports in Florida and in West Virginia. Now, they're bringing in these boats with cargoes on them, those big cargo tank things, you know what I'm talking about? Like the big cargo crates,
yeah.
Like they make houses out of and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what these are, and I've seen them online. I've seen the diagram of them. They can open up, the top opens up, and there's missiles in them. And they're bringing them in. They're bringing them in legally. I mean, nobody's checking them. Nobody checks them. And they're doing this to this day. They get offloaded on these things and go onto a train. And so they're like, they could be anywhere in this country.
No doubt. No doubt that there are illegal weapons and things like that. That wouldn't surprise me.
Gulf containers, that's what they are.
What are they?
Gulf painters.
Okay.
Gulf painters. But they know they're here, but they don't know where they're at now, a lot of them, because Obama let them just go.
It's possible.
This week, tomorrow, they're supposed to drop a lot of the info.
Okay.
You know, the big house, all the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be put out there tomorrow from Barr.
Oh, from Barr?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm sure Q will have something to say about that, right?
Sure, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff supposed to be coming out this week.
Yeah. Do you follow Q?
I try to, but sometimes I just look at it and think, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right. I know sometimes it's like, I'm like, I don't have enough brain cells left today to you know, interpret what that means.
I'm about like that too sometimes. I just look at it going, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about now. He lost me again, so
right.
Go on to something else.
Right, exactly.
But there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't even know about. I'm very sure of it.
Yeah.
Like here in the Ozarks, I'm very sure that there's cells of like or ISIS training cells and stuff. I know there's one down in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. I
know there's one in Tennessee or Mississippi.
Oh yeah, they're there.
Me, I live in a town of 600 people, and I'm like 120 miles from Springfield. I live in a town of 600 people, and I'm like 120 miles from Springfield, 200 from St. Louis. So I'm sure if they wanted to hide here, they could hide.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of places to hide there, right?
Oh yeah.
So what do you think about these SeeSaws in Sunland Park at the border wall?
I think they're hilariously funny. How'd they get the other end in there? How'd they get it to the other side?
Right. And they had to have like been able to turn it on its side and like push it in somehow. I mean that's the only thing I could figure out as well. I thought the same thing. I'm like, how did they get this?
Yeah.
First, how did they get the clearance? You know?
I'm waving at people. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, they couldn't have gotten the clearance to put it there. It's got to be illegal.
Oh yeah. And then people look plumb stupid. Stupid. There's like 4 people on the Mexican side.
Yeah.
And all these old white women on the American side.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
And their little capri pants and flip-flops.
Now maybe they'll get 13 people coming down to see Monument 1 in this year instead of 12. You know, because usually nobody goes down there to go see Monument 1. But now maybe these SeeSaws will be the big attraction they were waiting for.
Yeah, they could make a school project of it. Like today we're going on a field trip. We're going to go down to the border, see if anybody's there to SeeSaw with. Right,
exactly. The school can't be authorized. It's got to be an illegal, you know, alteration. So oh yeah, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen when somebody gets hurt, whether it be simply falling off them or you know somebody standing on them or.
Member down in Juarez, that SeeSaw is just like a duck game on TV. Here they go, bobbing. Bing, bing.
Right. Like
take them off just like that.
It's gonna be like a game of Frogger. There you go. Yeah. Oh wow. I hadn't thought about that, you know, so.
Yeah. You just gotta, it takes a warped mind sometimes.
Right.
To think of it.
Well, dear, I want to thank you for calling in tonight. It's been good talking to you.
You too, hon.
Well, you have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time, okay?
Be good.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I mean, this is true, you guys. Think about it. It's got to be an unauthorized alteration to the wall. There's no way
build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Good. Who's this?
The big thing is there's so much disinformation out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to wade through it.
Right. In relation to.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello? Are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Are you there? Is this a prank call?
Hello?
It doesn't sound like a prank call, but how can he not hear me? Hello?
Hello, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there's a lot of disinformation. They're flooding the internet with disinformation. It's just disgusting what I'm seeing.
So
Some of it.
what misinformation, like in relation to what topic?
Well, it would be, there's just so much going on. I mean, it just drives me crazy. You don't know what to believe when you're going through the internet.
Right. It is hard to decipher
Sure.
what's real and what's not.
Yeah, because it's just so much out there.
Right.
Here in my area where I'm at, we have so many illegals here now. It's just blowing me away.
Wow.
I left the state where they did that, and I'm from Colorado, and we were a Republican state, and they've just destroyed my state. I had to leave.
So what state are you in now?
I'm in the middle of the United States.
Oh, okay. Middle America.
Yeah, continental middle.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle, and we have so many here, and it's just been the last 6 months. We're starting to look like Colorado.
Right. It's because all these migrants that are coming in over the border, their end game is not a border city. It's to be dispersed throughout the country.
And we knew that. We knew that because where ICE is working and where the border patrol is working, they don't want to be anywhere near it because they're being removed. So they're going to come everywhere else.
Right. Exactly.
And
where it's
our
safe.
fast food restaurants are just full of them now, and they don't know English.
Right.
And
it's really hard
what about our high school people and that? They can't get jobs. They're just they've destroyed our market here. And that's what happened in Denver. I'm from Denver. I'm a native, and the stuff that we went completely Democrat from Republican in Colorado because of that. And I had to leave because they tried to pass a bill where that if you went to the hospital, they could assess up to $3,000 against you to give it to the hospitals that treated illegals.
What?
Yes. This was about 7 years ago.
Is that their way of trying to figure out how to pay for all of the illegals who have no insurance?
Yes. Yeah, that's what they were going to do.
Yeah.
They could have taxed you up to $3,000, and they were going to give it to Denver General.
Oh my gosh.
And I left the state when they started pulling that.
That's like, and I've said even from the beginning of when this all started back in the fall, that wait and see, there's going to be an immigrant tax on your paycheck. It's going to be a new tax in the country once we have, a Democrat in power, where they're going to charge the Americans a tax to compensate and pay for all the illegals coming into this country. Watch.
I mean, we used to be. I'm pretty old. I was born in the '60s, early '60s.
Well, you don't sound that old.
No. But I was born in the early '60s.
Okay.
So I was one when Kennedy was killed. So.
Oh, okay.
That's how old I am. But basically, when my mom went to high school, one of her teachers told her that Russia could never allow two world powers, so that we would become more communist and Russia would become more capitalist. And they told her, and she was born in 1937, so you can figure when she was in high school.
Right.
And they told her that in high school.
Huh, that's interesting.
So that's how long this stuff has been going on.
Yeah.
And Trump can't fix this all in one term. It's going to take a while. And people have to be patient. You're trying to get rid of 50 years, 60 years of all this planning going on.
Right.
And it takes time to fix it.
Oh, absolutely.
And unfortunately, we got to get rid of the lobbyists and take the money out of the politicians. The money's got to go away.
Right.
And as long as that goes away, and we have to put term limits on the secret government, which is the people who aren't elected, they are hired. because they get in there too complacently.
Right. And they just coast along. They do the bare minimum, just to keep their job.
Coast along. It's writing policy.
Yeah.
It's writing policy that's taking our country away. We've had the resocialization in school started when I was in school.
Uh-huh.
And when when I was about 10 years old, they started telling us, if your parents do anything against you, you come to us.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was taking the parents' parenting away back then. Now we have 2 generations of teachers have gone through the colleges and have been indoctrinated into the socialist way of thinking. And until we start getting real history redone again and educate our young people in the real history and the real things that what the country was founded on. I never knew the real story of the Star Spangled Banner. Did you?
No, I don't actually.
You don't know the real story?
No.
Do you know why that flag still stood up there?
Why?
Because when it went to fall, another person grabbed it. There was a pile of bodies underneath that flag.
Oh, wow.
They all died holding that flag because they knew that if they didn't hold that flag up, what it meant.
Right.
And I did not find this out until just a couple of years ago.
Wow. I had no idea. I'm sure there's, so many people that don't know that either.
Because they went into the fort and they saw the pile of buddies, because when it fell, another guy would grab it and hold it up.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's why it still stood.
Yeah.
So you see, there's a lot of history that I was never taught. And that these young kids aren't being taught properly.
Right. They're not.
And if they
I agree.
don't know the real history, and I'm saying, I hate to say it, but I really would like to have some sort of United States service that the kids have to go into, and that they would be taught our real history and taught patriotism and how good our country is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because we have to get rid of the socialist stuff in the education system, or we lose.
Right. No, I agree on that. Yeah, for sure.
That's what we're fighting now, is we're losing because we have a bunch of young kids that have no clue.
And they have no idea.
You cannot. I want a law that you cannot pay protesters.
That's an excellent idea. That's excellent.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple laws I want. The only power we really have is petition power. If we, all as patriots, press petitions, we can get stuff passed through. Because that's the power that the people have. They can put a petition and put it on the ballot.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's a few bills that should be put. If you collect money for a specific purpose, like we're collecting fuel tax for the roads and highways and stuff, it needs to be spent for the roads and highways.
Right.
The same with our school taxes and anything. If you collect it for a specific purpose, it has to go to that purpose it's collected for. Right. And that would stop them from, some of it it'd stop some of them from shuffling it around and for their pet projects and paying people off.
Right.
Colorado is really, really corrupt. They've been corrupt a long time.
Oh yeah.
One of the friends of mine, what happened to him is he got a jury summons for Arapahoe County. He lives in Thornton. He found out that he was registered to vote in Arapahoe County, so they voted Democrat. And he was a Republican. So he double voted. The voter fraud is so rampant there in Colorado, it's just disgusting. Yeah.
I think voter fraud is going to get, worse and worse as we get closer to 2020.
If you cannot verify that the people are citizens that are voting, then those areas should be disqualified from their counts.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I think everybody in this room would agree with you on that.
And to get rid of the fraud, let it be a fingerprint.
Right.
Let us fingerprint our ballot.
Yeah.
That would stop a lot of that. I wouldn't mind putting I do it for my driver's license, put my thumb on there.
Yeah.
I can put my index finger or my thumb on it. That's what they do in third world countries. That you put your finger in ink and you put your fingerprint on there. You couldn't falsify that.
Maybe we should make them recite the Pledge of Allegiance too, and if they don't know it, then their vote isn't valid.
That would work. Or if they speak English.
Right. All right, my dear. Well, we are over time here, but I want to thank you for calling in tonight.
Have a great day.
You too. Talk to you next time.
All
right. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, so have a list of things that they have to do, like sing the national anthem or say the Pledge of Allegiance. Then your vote is valid.
Build that wall.
Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hello, Border Queen. How are you doing this evening?
What is up? Let's be frank.
Did you happen to catch any of the debates? I caught your live stream a little late because I was doing my own, where I was reacting to the racist Democrats on their garbage clown show.
The clown show. Yeah, no, I figured when I was trying to get sleepy tonight, in bed, that I'd watch a little bit of the clown show, and then that probably would make me sleepy.
But it probably would have made you sleepy. It was a bore fest, to say the least.
So I take it you watched it then.
Unfortunately, yes, I put myself through some torture and watched about 80% of it. I got through the opening statements, where all of them attacked President Trump, which we all knew they were going to. Racist Trump, racist this, bad.
Did Elizabeth Warren? Did Elizabeth Warren accuse him of being environmentally racist too?
Yes, he did. She did.
I was like, environmentally racist? What is that? What is that?
Almost every answer Elizabeth Warren gave this evening had Donald Trump somewhere in that answer. So she had Donald Trump on the brain all night. He lives rent free in all of these people's brains. This is why he will win 2020 landslide, because they can't get out from underneath his shadow.
Yeah, they're so obsessed with Trump. Like, especially Maxine Waters. Like, if you ever look at her Twitter, everything is about Trump. And I always tell her, you need to go see somebody about your obsession with Trump, because this is like, you can't do anything but tweet about Trump.
Oh, absolutely. I was telling my audience this evening that I've started this hashtag today that every time I talk about Democrats now, I will be calling them racist Democrats and racist media. It's awesome. I will be using every opportunity I get. And every time I refer to them in any of my videos moving forward, will be racist Democrats and racist media, because if they can do it to President Trump, there's no reason why we can't do it to them.
Exactly. Well, then
I'm absolutely tired of hearing them call President Trump racist when there's nothing that he is currently doing that is impacting the Black Americans or Hispanic Americans in this country that are here legally. Impact them in a negative manner. If anything, he could probably improve many of their lives by, increasing the job market and things like that for all of them. Unfortunately, many of these people live in the low-income areas such as Baltimore, St. Louis, Cleveland, Detroit, et cetera, where Democrats have had control for decades and decades.
Right.
And they continue to steal the money away from the people that actually is supposed to go toward. Somebody had did the math, and our administration or the federal government gave Baltimore, just for example, $18 billion last year. The South District, $18 billion went to that district.
Yeah.
There's only 600,000 people in that district, so it equated out to almost $25,000 per citizen and $100,000 for a family of four. So where did all that money go?
Where did it go?
It goes to the people.
It went to the rats.
That's why they're so big.
Right. They got a buffet every night. So
anyway, I'll save you on watching the highlights of the Democrat debate. It was Orange Man bad, and he's racist, and we're going to give everything free for illegals and everybody else. And Bernie Sanders said, as he normally does, healthcare is a right.
All right, awesome. Did you see the article though about the SeeSaws that were installed at the border wall?
I did.
What do
I
you?
was wondering the legality of that. If that
Exactly.
is even legal. I'm not sure, because isn't that adding modifications to the border? A federal well, you might as well call it like a structure.
Yeah.
A structure.
Exactly.
Without approval by anybody. So yeah, those people, whoever installed them, I think should face legal consequences, possibly being arrested and prosecuted for doing something like that. I know what they'll say. Oh, it's for the children.
Right. And then it'll be the big bad, Republicans who take it down, right?
Yeah,
oh,
right.
But what about the children?
Taking the fun away from those poor brown children at the border
who have no toys to play with, right?
Yeah, spare me your compassion talk until you start caring about babies in a womb and the people in your own cities. Please spare me the compassion talk. So.
Yep.
So don't forget, #racist Democrats, #racist media from here on out. So
awesome.
Anyways, I'll go ahead and let you go with those thoughts, and I'll check out your comment section there.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
He always cracks me up. He always cracks me up because I was like, I didn't even have to really ask him. I already knew what his mindset would be when I said, so what do you think about these SeeSaws at the border? Like I knew. And somebody's got. I'm getting notifications on my computer right now that says your connection is unstable. Please wait and retry. But I keep getting that notification up here on YouTube. It could be because of the weather. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live stream because I don't want to lose you guys, and then restart a live stream for just a couple minutes. So that's what I got for you guys today. It was a great show for being completely unplanned and not sure about what was going to happen because I was preoccupied and didn't do my research. I think it turned out well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Next time I'm live, it'll be this week. You guys have a great night and peace out.